Ryan Reynolds is reportedly at his breaking point, and Hugh Jackman may be ready to hit him with a $50 million lawsuit. But here's where things get even more twisted. Blake Lively, the seemingly perfect Hollywood wife, is being named as the mastermind behind it all. Sources say she's the one who pushed Ryan too far, fueled the feud with Hugh, and orchestrated the smear campaign against Justin Baldoni. And now, fans and insiders alike are connecting the dots, pointing to a deeper story about Ryan's bromances, his rumored sexuality, and a toxic power dynamic that's unraveling fast. The red carpets, cute interviews, and quirky Instagram jokes, all a distraction. Because behind the scenes, this is a full blown PR crisis fueled by manipulation, secrets, and betrayal. Before we dive into how things started unraveling, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're into deep dives like this. We break down the biggest stories in entertainment without the fluff, just facts, receipts, and a bit of chaos. And trust me, you're going to want to see how this one ends. Let's talk about Ryan Reynolds' public friendships, or as the internet calls them, bromances. From Jake Gyllenhaal to Andrew Garfield to Hugh Jackman, he's constantly in the spotlight with a new male bestie. These relationships are played up on talk shows, in skits, red carpet moments, even during award ceremonies. There was that infamous kiss with Andrew Garfield, the nonstop teasing with Hugh Jackman, and constant jokes about male intimacy. But here's where the questions start. Why does a nearly 50-year-old father of four keep leaning into the same flirty with guys routine? Is it just his brand of humor or something else? Fans have started asking whether these bromances are strategic distractions. Is Ryan testing the waters? Is he playing into a character to mask personal truths? Or, more controversially, is this a cover, a carefully curated identity built to keep a certain narrative alive? Now, enter Blake Lively, Hollywood sweetheart, red carpet darling, and, if the rumors are to be believed, one of the most controlling figures in Ryan's life. Insiders say she's not just his wife, but his manager, PR advisor, creative director, and behind the scenes decision maker. She allegedly controls how Ryan is portrayed publicly, influences which roles he takes, and even pushed to rewrite entire scripts. One source even said, "Nothing goes out without Blake approving it first." This control isn't limited to career moves. Fans claim she's the one who pushed Ryan to lean into the bromance persona, encouraging comedic skits about sexuality, while behind the scenes demanding that he maintain the image of a traditional family man. Some even suggest she's functioning as his beard, a term used to describe someone who hides their partner's true identity for the sake of appearances. The reason? Maintaining their image as the golden couple of Hollywood. But that illusion is starting to crack. In a twist straight out of a legal thriller, director Justin Baldoni filed a defamation and interference lawsuit against Ryan. He claims that Ryan falsely branded him as a predator, a move that allegedly torpedoed Baldoni's reputation in the industry. Ryan's defense? That he genuinely believed the accusations to be true. But leaked messages, phone records, and inside reports suggest otherwise, hinting that the allegations were part of a calculated power move. And who's being blamed for orchestrating it? Blake Lively. Sources say she wanted full creative control over Baldoni's adaptation of It Ends With Us, a project she had her eye on for years. When that didn't happen, the smear campaign began, and Ryan, according to insiders, became her enforcer. The most explosive twist? Rumors that Hugh Jackman himself is the one leaking the texts. After being one of Ryan's closest friends and consistent collaborators, Hugh was allegedly pushed out of Marvel projects, possibly because of the rising tensions and power plays behind the scenes. His role in Deadpool 3 reportedly shrank significantly, and fans noticed he started distancing himself publicly. Insiders say that after years of loyalty, Hugh felt betrayed, not just by Ryan, but by Blake, who allegedly helped engineer his exit. And now, those same insiders believe Hugh is quietly feeding damning information to people like Candace Owens, fueling the media storm surrounding Ryan. If that's true, it would explain the sudden leaks, and it would make Hugh's alleged revenge one of the most calculated moves in recent Hollywood memory. For years, whispers have followed Ryan Reynolds about his sexuality. He's never addressed them directly, but the hints are everywhere, from gay jokes in interviews to overly flirtatious moments with male co-stars. The pattern is so consistent that fans have stopped asking if it's intentional. They now ask why it's intentional, and that's where Blake's role becomes critical again. Some believe she's maintaining the illusion of a perfect, straight, all American marriage to preserve the couple's public image and brand deals. Others go further, suggesting she pressures Ryan to suppress his true identity, not just for image, but for control. When fans look at Ryan's jokes now, the flamboyant skits, the repeated male kisses, the same sex innuendos, many don't laugh anymore. They see a man possibly testing boundaries in plain sight, unable to live openly and stuck in a performance. Now that Baldoni's lawsuit is public, Blake's team is reportedly scrambling. They've attempted to label key evidence in the case as attorney's eyes only, a legal move used to keep damning documents from public view. But the judge isn't buying it. Each side has been ordered to justify every redaction, meaning that unless there's a compelling reason, those secrets could become public record. And the rumor mill says those secrets are explosive. We're talking incriminating texts, manipulative emails, and behind the scenes footage that could destroy reputations, not just for Ryan, but for Blake as well. What's hiding in those files? Fans believe we're about to find out, and soon. Multiple sources suggest that Ryan and Blake are no longer living together full time. Some say it's the lawsuit. Others say it's the emotional toll of keeping up the illusion. Whatever the reason, public appearances have slowed. Social media posts feel forced, and paparazzi sightings have a weird energy, like two actors playing a role they're tired of. This isn't just a rough patch. Observers say it's the unraveling of a carefully maintained image, and the pressure is mounting. If the leaked texts continue and the court documents become public, it could tear their brand apart completely. And remember, they're not just married. They're business partners, co-creatives, and co-owners in several ventures. A real split would cost them millions, emotionally, professionally, and publicly. The backlash against Blake Lively has been fast and furious. She's now being labeled as a master manipulator, a woman who allegedly pushed her husband into defaming a colleague, hiding his true self, and cutting off real friendships to preserve their brand. Some fans say she's turned their marriage into a corporate arrangement, more about marketability than love. Others accuse her of using media contacts to bury scandals and gaslight the public. Even her former defenders are turning. They don't see a stylish mom of four anymore. They see someone willing to rewrite scripts, launch smear campaigns, and weaponize secrets to keep her Hollywood throne. And the more she denies it, the more people believe it. So what happens now? Ryan Reynolds is still trying to get the lawsuit dismissed. Blake Lively is reportedly pushing to keep evidence sealed. Hugh Jackman may be planning to testify. And fans, they're just watching, waiting for the meltdown. Will Ryan confess to slandering Justin Baldoni at Blake's urging? Will more texts leak that show how deep this manipulation goes? Or will the courts force everything into the open, revealing a marriage built on illusions and a career built on fear? Some say Ryan's reaching a breaking point. Others believe Hugh Jackman will take this all the way. But most agree on one thing. Blake Lively's role in this story is bigger than anyone realized, and her days as Hollywood's untouchable darling might be over. So now we ask, was Hugh Jackman's betrayal an act of revenge or a warning shot about who Ryan really is behind the jokes and the red carpets? And is Blake Lively truly the mastermind or just another product of Hollywood's obsession with illusion? Either way, this drama is just getting started.